Hello everybody, welcome to Cosmic Connections. This is a place for you to awaken your own inner knowings as well as inner magic. Thank you if you are new for being here, and thank you so very much if you are returning. This is going to be a specific message, maybe not possibly for everybody, but if you find yourself drawn to the title or the thumbnail, then it is meant for you. So there are two energies that I am getting so far already. I have pulled 3 cards already just to get a baseline, which actually matched up a lot with the message that was coming through. So this is going to be a message for the people that are closing out a intense, big cycle of your life. And I was getting the time frame of either 1, 3, 5, 8, or up to 12-year cycle. It could be higher, it could be a lower number than any of those, but those were just the prevalent numbers that came through. So if you feel that you are closing out a cycle and ready to embark on a new chapter of your life, then this reading is intended for you. If that doesn't resonate, then you may be relating to the solar storms that have been occurring. And basically what has been going on, we've all come across the information that the northern lights were viewable almost potentially kind of everywhere across the globe. Not exactly in every location, but more than is commonly seen, and in the north and southern hemispheres. And so what's going on is that there are a lot of solar flares going on, which is like electromagnetic radiation. Basically, it's the coronal mass ejections that burst forth from the sun, combining with the Earth's atmosphere. And so if you are feeling a lot of physical symptoms that are not explained by your medical professional, or if you are, even if there's nothing that they are able to come up with as to what is quote-unquote wrong, then you may be experiencing major ascension symptoms, which just means that these bursts of intense bright light and energy from the sun is making an impact on Earth, which is obviously going to make an impact on your physical body, because we are all one with nature, we are all nature, we are a part of the Earth. So if you are experiencing a lot of lethargy, being extremely tired, chakra symptoms, any throat kind of issues or headaches, or lack of motivation or inspiration, then you may also find yourself drawn to this reading as well. So what I'm getting so far, actually something I wanted to mention before we get into the cards, is that I heard no more smoke. So I initially tried to light this incense, and it was like lit, but it didn't really create any smoke. And I've never had that happen with incense, especially during a reading. I've never had that happen, and so that was really weird. And then I heard no more smoke. So basically you have essentially snuffed out the smoke, the shadow aspect of yourself. And of course there will always be an ego, and always be a shadow aspect to heal, to acknowledge, to send love to, but you have snuffed out a huge portion of this that is going to initiate you and send you off into a new era of your life, going through a portal, a new portal, sending you into a higher vibration, a higher consciousness, and that you are ready. You essentially are ready. So we have the number 8, fire, tribal fire, and earth card. And what I'm getting from this is, typically this card is, the meaning behind it is taking care of the earth and sending love to the earth and doing what you can to provide for the earth, because Mother Gaia provides so much for us. But what I am getting is the combination of the fire from the sun meeting the earth. And so that is a representation of what has been going on with these solar flares, with the solar storms. And this is the energy, this card here, number 19, with fire, candle, and star. This is the energy you have been in. If you have been experiencing those ascension symptoms, kind of unsure of where to go next, what to do next, or just feeling a little tired and not as having so much like get up and go oomph to do what you normally do, or what you're excited to do, that is because you are in this waiting kind of limbo period. And that's not in a negative way, because you are absorbing all of these solar energies. They are emitting from the sun, shining down on you, penetrating into your chakras, especially your crown chakra. So if you're getting a lot of headaches or just finding yourself tired, and I'm hearing assimilating with your own personal chakras, your energy centers that are within your body. So you are upgrading, you are integrating, and you are absorbing these higher frequencies so that you can step through this portal into not only a new version of yourself, but also into like a new energy, a new life, a new manifestational attraction power. So you'll be manifesting different things, maybe quicker, or just different things in general than you normally do. If I didn't mention, this is the Alchemy Elementals deck by Shaman Durek. And so also with this card 34, water, like sun, what I'm getting is like this is the sun energy pouring into you, because of course, yes, it is intense, and that's why you may be feeling physical symptoms. But because you've done the inner work, and because, and I call it the inner love. You've sent yourself love, you've acknowledged your shadow, you've spoke with your shadow, you've given your shadow grace, you've been patient with yourself, you've given yourself love. Because you have decided to do it that way, you have this golden elixir that is pouring into your chakras, into your energy centers, rather than, and that is why the need, the calling, the feeling, the desire for rest and rejuvenation. Instead of it kind of bombarding you and being too much, like you are in this kind of waiting period, but you are gracefully waiting. You are acknowledging that you don't have to force yourself to do things. You don't have to force things to be done, to be created, to be really, you're not forcing things. You're not forcing yourself into situations, into making things, into being or doing something. You're just allowing these energies to penetrate into your field, knowing that when you come out of the portal, you will have more gifts, more abilities, or stronger gifts, stronger abilities. And if you are kind of on a beginning path of starting to figure out what you want to do with your life or where your path is going, then you will not only your gifts be strengthened and developed, but you will also have a better idea of what you want to do, who you want to be going forward as we step into the new earth energies. A lot of DNA activations and upgrades have been going on, which is basically what I am talking about. So you may find your mental processes changing, your emotions changing. You may find yourself just changing in general, what you're interested in, what you allow into your consciousness, what you allow into your body, things like that. And I am getting a hit right now, an intuitive hit of health revitalization, health regeneration. So if you are experiencing any health, whether that be physical or mental health issues or ailments, like we did speak about, but even deeper, if it's some sort of dis-ease within your body or some sort of diagnosis, rather than just Ascension symptoms, I do feel and sense that it is being inflamed because of these solar flares, solar storms, but it's going to simmer out. And like I said, with the incense, because you have met yourself with love, the deepest parts of yourself, the darkest parts of yourself with love, the smoke is gone. No more smoke. And what I mean by smoke is like issue, turmoil, maybe health issues, argument, like negative kind of experiences or emotions. Of course, we live on Earth. There will be contrast here and there, but there's going to be a lot less of that for you moving forward because the smoke is gone, essentially, quote unquote, gone. Like I said, we do live on Earth. There will be contrast. There will be things you will deal with, but it's going to be easier. It's going to be less frequent. So that is what I'm getting from the baseline energy. Kind of a long intro, but we're going to get started with some tarot cards as well, and then we will pull a couple different decks. So I'm going to just forewarn you, I'm going to shuffle if you're driving or if you're listening to this with headphones. I'm going to shuffle now. So just continue to give yourself grace during this period of time. If you are like you're wanting, hold on. If you're wanting to do things, but you're physically just a little tired, just give yourself grace during this time. Take the rest when you can. Act when inspired, but don't force. Hearing no to this one. Don't force yourself to do because for the sake of doing, for the sake of action. Okay, keep this. Let's just start with these. So to start, we have the Tower reversed. Exactly. So the Tower typically is kind of a destructive card, destruction, enlightenment, release, but it's reversed. So see how this tower is on fire and there's smoke coming out of it. Well, we're getting this reversed where we're more focused on this greenery, these flowers growing, these trees that are growing, because the smoke is gone, you know. This is all in the past. This is what you're looking toward because of the inner quote-unquote work or the inner love that you have sent yourself. This is confirmation that you are definitely doing those things. You're on the right path because you are sending yourself love. You're being very patient with yourself. And so anything that is, one other thing I wanted to mention, there may be things falling out of your life, kind of like how I did mention, you may be noticing what you allow in your consciousness being different, what you allow into your body being different, what you allow yourself to pay attention to being different, what you're interested in being different. So this is not going to be a destructive, this period isn't and hasn't been destructive for you because you've been patient with yourself. You've allowed whatever needs to leave your life or come into your life, whatever patterns or habits that you are realizing are not serving you any longer. They may have been long-term patterns or habits, habitual things you have done, releasing from your life. And everything is okay in moderation. Don't forget that. You don't have to completely cut things out of your life, but you're realizing how much of what you need in your life, and you're doing it with grace, you're doing it with flow, you're doing it with patience. And so it is perfect that the Tower card came up reversed. The Eight of Cups. Change, shift, change. This is exactly what, and I'm getting a lot of, this is the Eight of Cups, but with the octopus, I'm getting a lot of 8. Abundance and harmony and grace and flowing forward movement. So there is a big change, a big shift coming for you as you step through this portal. And I feel like it is going to be sort of like a summer portal if you're in the southern hemisphere, then a winter portal, as we do shift from spring to summer, or if you're in the southern, from fall to winter, there is going to be a huge shift and a huge change. And I also want to note from the Tower card that the focus, the emphasis is on you following your third eye, which is that idea that you have followed your heart, followed your intuition with grace, with flow. And so there's more emphasis, for some reason I'm feeling it, on this greenery that is growing within you, this beauty that is assimilating into you, that is integrating into your energy, is growing, very flourishing and floral beauty. That's what I'm hearing, because you've followed your intuition with ease, with grace, with flow. So big shifts coming forward, big changes coming forward for you, and more confirmation on you following your intuition is that the third eye is the border of this card, if you can see. So now we have the Judgment card, acceptance, awakening, assessment. So the Judgment card can mean kind of a lot of different things, but this one essentially is about growth, is about spreading your wings and flying, and that is what you're in this energy here, waiting to be. As this golden elixir from the sun pours into you, you're in your cocoon, basically. This is like you in your cocoon, in your chrysalis. You are currently growing your wings, because of course if a butterfly comes out of the chrysalis too soon, it wouldn't have fully developed wings and it wouldn't fly correctly or properly or with as much power and strength as it could. So that is you. You have been the judge of your energy, of your life, of what you allow into your life. You have accepted what needs to go, what needs to come into your life, what you desire to come into your life, what you desire to not have so much in your life. And through the whole process, you have been awakening with the third eye in the Tower and the Eight of Cups. And so this is you holding, this is like your energy, this vessel with a star, and this golden elixir is being poured directly into your energy, just like this. You see, straight into here. And so if this reading will be major confirmation for you to just know that it's okay, that you're not doing a lot right now. It's okay to not be doing. We got a lot of energy, a lot of activations, a lot of inspiration from this solar eclipse at the beginning of April. And so if you felt like you were moving forward and things were going fast and everything was falling into place, but then you kind of felt a slowdown right now, that is because solar eclipse opened up, activated this portal for you. You got some of that energy, but then it got very intense with these solar storms. I didn't expect to be able to see the northern lights. I live in Michigan, so usually we don't see that unless you go really, really high north, and even then it's rare. So for that to be possible, because it is the solar energy hitting our magnetic field on Earth and creating that distribution, that dance of rainbow lights. So for that to happen, lower the view line to be lower on Earth, to see it more like in the lower part of the northern hemisphere or in the higher part of the southern hemisphere, depending where you live. It takes a lot of powerful, and I'm hearing magical energy for that to happen. So just know that as that hits the Earth and bounces off the Earth's magnetic field, that's intense. And so if you're feeling that, it's okay. It's okay to rest. It's okay to let your wings develop all the way, instead of moving forward too soon, not being able to fully fly and jump off that ledge. I'm hearing 10 of Cups reversed. Do they want this reversed? Okay, I'm hearing flip it, flip it, flip it. So, but I do want to touch on this. So there may be some of you, so we've got prosperity, joy, family, contentment. So there may be some of you feeling the reverse of this because of the slowdown, because of the actual just energetics at play right now. Maybe you're feeling like you thought you'd be moving forward faster, you thought you'd be farther along, you thought you would be just doing more, so you're kind of feeling a little emotionally, Cups that speak about emotions, not so content, not so satisfied, not so fulfilled. But they are saying flip it, I'm hearing flip it. So that is what the shift will be, the change will be. Where did it go? Change, shift. That will be the change and the shift as we move through this portal. I'm seeing this card as a portal right here. As you step through into the summer portal or the winter portal, depending where you are on Earth, this will flip. This feeling, these feelings, these emotions will flip. And you will feel prosperity, joy, and your family, whether that be a family you create, a soul family, a co-worker family, your family you're born into. You'll feel more prosperous, more connected, more developed within yourself to share who you are and to connect with the people that you love that are around you, and to also be able to attract in and find the people that love and care about you. So now we're going to pull, I got this card, this deck. For Mother's Day. It is the Inner Child Oracle. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention I'm going to shuffle, so sorry. I'm going to shuffle again. It's really beautiful. It's all bunnies. It's my favorite animal are bunnies, so bunnies, rabbits, whatever. So it's very encouraging, very inspiring, very loving deck. We'll get like 1 or 2 cards just to see what your light teams would like to advise you toward or inspire you toward. Okay, I guess they want 2. Moving through this portal. And then I did see the dragon cards, and I also wanted to just grab a couple cards from my own deck, so we may do that as well. So each card has their own little sentence on the back. So my vision and enthusiasm are uplifting, inspiration. So like I said, these messages were going to be either guidance or inspiration from your light team. So they are encouraging you to continue to look up, to move forward. And this bunny is holding an ice cream cone. I'm getting an energy of childlike wonder, innocence, but also magic here for some reason with this ice cream cone. Your inspiration is divine and pure magic. So whatever you are moving toward, gracefully, with patience, with ease and flow, is exactly how it's meant to be. And you will further develop, get more inspiration as you are patient with yourself and you are loving with yourself and not forcing yourself to be or do anything. So I bring joy to the world to celebrate. So you are going to be ready to celebrate. And I get a lot of that energy here with the 10 of Cups as well. This is almost the exact same kind of energy. It's like you will have something to celebrate. You will have amazing things moving forward for you. You really are in a good place. You really have done the inner quote-unquote work, sent yourself the love, acknowledgement that is needed and desired by your soul for you to be actually in a celebratory energy. Because if you're not fully happy before you step through this portal, before you step into your inspiration, into your creations, into your doing by your action, inspired action, if you're not fully happy, before you step into this new life, this new version of yourself, it will be harder to maintain your happiness. You could have the tower flip, because you could have more intense and strong tower moments if you are not secure in yourself, if you are not stable in who you are. Stable also in who you are, but also in your happiness. So your happiness should not be fleeting. And so that is kind of another part of this era, this waiting period, this limbo period, stepping right before the portal, before you step through the portal, is learning how to master your happiness and master your mind before you step into this new version of yourself, or this new life, or this new manifestational attraction power that you're going to have for the things that you want. Because you definitely don't want to receive something that you desire to make you happy. You want to be happy and then receive that, because it will just be an added bonus. If you aren't happy before you receive what you want, whether it be creativity, inspiration for your path, or an idea, or a creative project, or a family, or friendships, or really whatever it is that you're desiring moving forward, you don't have that genuine, long-standing, inherent happiness within yourself, you will come across a lot of conflict inherent in contrast that may knock you off of this tower. So that's why it's important to be stable in your happiness before this celebration period and era. So we have, I treat myself to life and I am treated well by life. Treat yourself. So that's perfect, because right now, while you're in this cocoon, this chrysalis, while you're waiting to come out and emerge as this beautiful butterfly, you're taking care of yourself, and continue to take care of yourself. I don't encourage you to be overindulgent, but have some chocolate. Do what you desire. Do what feels good in the moment, even if that's just rest. Treat yourself to the things that you can enjoy, that can bring you that happiness that we talked about, so that when you step through the portal, step into this 10 of Cups, step into this celebratory energy, it's just added bonuses to your life, so that you are whole within yourself before you are anything else. You want to be whole and happy before you obtain and receive anything else in your life. And that is coming directly from your soul. Channel the message from your soul. So now I did see these dragon cards as I was starting this reading, so let's just get a couple of these and then maybe one from my deck, and then I will be on out of here. I totally just forgot to warn you that I'm shuffling again, sorry. Something I kind of just realized I'm going to start doing is warning that I am going to shuffle, so that will happen now. Just because I do listen to these sometimes with like headphones or while driving, so it's probably a good idea. So the dragons, okay, so just one from the dragons, and we'll just pull from my deck. If you're interested in purchasing this, just comment down below and I will get that made up for you. Yes. Okay, I'm hearing just that one. So we have courage and water, divine feminine. Yeah, exactly. So these have a lot of similar colors. You've had a lot of courage through this whole period, and I'm hearing that you have mastered your strength and your courage. I'm getting the strength card from the tarot here. You have mastered, because we talked about you being graceful, being patient. That takes courage, it takes courage to not fall into the societal expectations of feeling like you need to do something or be something or achieve something or have something, and you've let go. So you've let go of what is not needed. So maybe some of you have let go of a career or a job situation that is not fulfilling you anymore. And that took a lot of courage, and your light team is extremely proud of you, and they are clapping. I'm seeing them clapping, and I'm hearing mastered. You have mastered the idea and the understanding that you don't live for anybody but yourself. You live for yourself and what you desire, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if you make, say, just an example, if you make $100,000 a year, but you left a career that was giving you that kind of income, society, most people would say you're quote-unquote crazy, and that's so wrong, and you shouldn't do that, and what about your future? What about your retirement? What about your stability? But it's just not fulfilling you. It took a lot of courage for you to do, apply this to your situation, relationship you left, a pattern you left, a habit you left, whatever. This can all be mental as well. Maybe you put down some mental patterns that were not serving you anymore. It took a lot of courage. It took a lot of strength for you to do this. And you had to be not only strong in your emotions, but you had to be strong in your mental processes to let go of this thing that is not serving you anymore. But also to be patient with yourself during this process and to be faithful to yourself and to have faith in the universe that it is guiding you, that your intuition has been guiding you to a better, more happier, and joyful life. And that in itself is divine feminine, following your intuition, flowing with life, being patient, being graceful, being honest with yourself about what you really want, what you really are, who you really are, what you want to be, as you sit in this chrysalis energy and wait for your wings to develop and grow. And as you allow these golden sun rays, this electromagnetic energy from the sun to pour into your vessel, you are not expecting this to be an overnight birth with this butterfly. You are realizing it takes time, it takes courage, it takes dedication, it takes strength. It takes a lot of love to do this for yourself. So good job, honestly. You're on the right path. If you see this and you're still watching, you are definitely on the right path. You're doing all the right things. It's just a matter of time, and I don't want to say waiting because that kind of has like a heavy connotation, but just enjoying yourself and enjoying and treating yourself while you simply absorb these energies. So let's replace the waiting game idea, you in a waiting period. Let's replace that with finding your bliss, treating yourself, enjoying life while you absorb these beautiful golden elixir energies. And they're going to all be unique to each of you. So a lot of gifts are going to be blossoming, developing and blossoming is what I was trying to say. That's a really interesting combo. A lot of unique, intuitive, creative, inspirational gifts are going to be developing and blossoming as you come out of your cocoon, as you come out of your chrysalis. So that is what I have for you today. If you enjoyed this reading, feel free to subscribe, like, and I would love to hear if you want to comment below anything about your situation and how this resonates with you. I am doing a special in May for personal readings. If you haven't gotten one yet, you can definitely check those out. There's a couple more days in May. I have a couple more spots open if you are interested. Only $25 for a half-hour reading. And I also have a spiritual metaphysical shop. All the links are below. And I also create music if you are interested in that. I'm going to be releasing a lot of not necessarily new music, but I remastered some of my music and kind of just went through everything, realigned it with where I'm going on my path, what I want to represent moving forward, and improving the sound quality. So if you're interested in that, you will find the links below. And I want to thank you very much for watching this video, for checking out the channel, checking out my spiritual tools that I offer. And you will see me in the next one. I am Carissa, and this is Cosmic Connections. Bye-bye.